Mic test, mic test, mic test. Gig, hello in the chat if you can hear me. I'm just testing out the mics. I'm just getting started. We're going to let the notifications get out there. Lure in the usual murderers row gang of suspects that inhabit the MVWF chat. Gang of suspects. Okay, and now I'm going to go check the other mic.
One, two, three. You fucking getting down to this fucking bomb ass beat. That's right, Brandon Bowles be stomping the street with his crocodile shoes on his motherfucking feet. That's right, Kingpin. He's number one. Walking around with his fucking mouth as a gun. Fucking shoot you down with his fucking words that are bullets. Fucking get you out of here, what? Like a gullet. What's that mean? I don't know. It's a whack ass rhyme and I just fucking flowed. And I don't give a shit if you didn't like that. Cause I'm Brandon Bowles and I smoke this fat big blunt. That's right. It's kinda stunt. Kinda links, motherfucking king on. Alright, I'm out of shit. Alright, I'm out of shit.
Oh, now, isn't that lovely? Folks, I am Damian Andrews, and I am your host here tonight for MVWF Supremacy. Don't feel like doing the big bombastic yelling sell. Just want to get out there and be smooth. That's right. Just gonna give it a couple more minutes, saying I'm gonna start at 2 p.m. like I told everyone earlier on. If you were joining us for the live EWF broadcast, it was me and the Beast tearing it up on the microphone here. I was live in snowy New Hampshire. First nation in the state to get to do the primary. Oh yeah, the Granite State. You know about it. But yeah, what quite an event we had earlier. It was it an episode of Mayhem? I don't remember. All I know is that me and Jakai tore it up for the Intercontinental Championship. Me being Brandon Bones, I'll be Damian Andrews again, my play-by-play man in just a second here. You know, something funny is that, like, anytime I start to go live, you know, and of course I'm doing my, you know, my commentary in the living room. I've got this apartment that I live in. There's like two apartments, like I have a kitchen, a living room, some stairs that go up to right above the living room here where my bedroom is, right? But there's a door between me and another apartment behind my apartment, right? And this guy's got like a little breezeway or whatever, so he's got like two doors, right? And fuck, man, whenever I go fucking live, I feel like I'm running them off or some shit like that. Because, like, you know, I'm playing the beats and stuff like that. It's not that loud. But I gotta wonder if I'm not fucking bothering the shit out of him. I mean, he doesn't seem to complain to the landlords at all or anything like that, you know? But it's just such a coincidence or whatever that as soon as I start broadcasting, almost like universally, this dude just takes the fuck off, you know? But he's always like fucking around in that little breezeway. And there's like a door there, like on the wall between my apartment and his, and it's, you know, sealed shut or whatever and stuff like that. But there's a door frame and a door, and I've got a poster hanging on it or whatever and stuff. But yeah, I always hear him like fucking rustling around through the fucking walls and shit like that whenever I'm deciding to fucking go live. We'll be running down the card here in just a moment. Some big matches that you can see right there on screen. Gig, do you have a guy? Was I supposed to get a guy for you? I forget sometimes. he was just moving his car for the plow truck. I should probably go do that. All right, folks. A little bit of a delay here. The plow truck's here. I gotta move my car. Ooh. Okay, we done it. We done it. The plow truck has come. We got ourselves a battle royal here for Supremacy! MVWF Supremacy here, the event here tonight. St. Cloud, Kurt Maple, Andrew Dobbs, El Toro. Man, the German suplex is coming from Kurt Maple onto Andrew Dobbs. And Mr. Amazing's out there. We've got MVWF and EWF stars from both locker rooms here tonight. St. Cloud, of course, recently just made his debut in the MVWF, challenging Sensei Mark Selesky for the Big Money World Championship. Came up short a second time here, and he had another shot at WrestleMania Night 2 in the EWF. Absolutely, Gig. I know, earlier on, before I went outside for the plow truck, I'd asked you if I had already talked to you about, like, bringing you in or something like that, which I couldn't remember. But yes, absolutely, you can join. Just give me a hashtag there in the chat, and I'll write it down for once. Meanwhile, Battle Royal, no one eliminated so far. Arn Patrick in the black hoodie, Kurt Maple in the maple leaf, Mr. Amazing face down in his Autobot shirt, El Toro thrown into the corner, Tyrese Blake in the red astronaut pants, and he gets launched in the German suplex. And of course, St. Cloud out there in his Rougeau-esque Quebec colors. Beast mustard. Oh, look at this Tyrese pile driver. Man, rare to see that in a battle royal. God, it looks like they're wrestling on top of a swimming pool. And El Toro taking a big risk here, going to the top rope in a battle royal. And Andrew Dobbs shoves him off, but thankfully for him, he landed in the ring, or he landed in the pool. Gig, I'll find you in solo season stuff, because I'm pretty sure I've got him favorited. And look at that black ice. Hanging on, nearly eliminated right there. Tyrese now over the top rope. And El Toro doesn't get it done. Good defense there. Goalkeeping by Tyrese. Dropkick shrugged off by El Toro. The barefoot brawling bull will drive those horns into your groin without hesitation. St. Cloud, the two Canadians now, two French Canadians going at it here. And just because they're both French Canadian doesn't mean they're going to get along. And now we've got Arn Patrick here, the pride of Raymond, New Hampshire, dumped out of the ring by Andrew Dobbs, getting an elimination. All right, Patrick, very disappointed by the elimination here. Black Ice now has Mr. Amazing up in the air. Boom! And it's St. Cloud now taking Andrew Dubs for a ride. Black Ice now interrupts that momentum. And man, dudes just jumping off the ropes here. Very brave in a number of occasions here where people are getting themselves vulnerable up high up on a rope right there where you may not necessarily have that much leverage to keep yourself in the ring. Someone could exploit that. But they've been doing it all the same. Oh, and of course, just this morning here, as part of the inspiration for doing an event today, I was working on some guys, and again, working out like those match preferences and stuff like that, going through people's moves and stuff, so that you get them to use those moves in appropriate ways. Up in the air, up on the shoulders of Andrew Dubs. Oh, man! Hyperdriver right there onto the bald head of Mr. Amazing. Drip King Universe. And another elimination here, this time Andrew Dubs. Brandon Bones is backstage laughing about that. Oh, and Ice went for it, and out goes St. Cloud. And Kurt Maple now in trouble. But El Toro doesn't follow up. Mr. Amazing, the only man standing at the moment. Taking the fight. To Black Ice, Taurus, El Toro, El Burro, which actually is fucked up because that's donkey, not bull. Fucking it up here in the Battle Royal. That's what I'm doing. And now, Tyrese now getting the flat of the foot from the angry French-Canadian, Kurt Maple, who, if you're new to the show, is essentially, yes, a Canadian Kurt Angle. But of course he lives in Calgary because he has a lease that he has there. Because he wanted to go wrestle or train in the Hearts dungeon. But he hasn't been able to get out of the lease in that apartment, so the angry French Canadian continues to exist in Calgary, which is cowboy land compared to French Canadian world where he's used to being from. Uh-oh. Oh, pancakes and Tyrese down, and from behind, Kurt Maple and Mr. Amazing can fuck off. And he looks upset by it, and now he gets to do the walk of shame. 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 The cool graphics, baby. Inside the ring, we are down 2-3. Black Ice, El Toro, and Kurt Maple. And Tyrese is out. Kurt Maple taking a nap underneath the bottom rope. Here's two EWF competitors who know each other very, very well. They won't be that familiar with Kurt Maple. Has only ever wrestled in the MVWF. Big time matches here tonight. Cobra Kai versus the Bones Enterprises inside the War Games. That is your main event tonight. And of course, what appears to be something of a best of 7 series between the Beast and Jeremy Love continues here tonight inside the cell block. Hey, Kurt Maple skinning the cat over the top, and out goes Black Ice, and El Toro almost had both men. He was going for it. And El Toro a little distracted by Black Ice, and now he needs to stay focused here and get Kurt Maple eliminated. He's got the advantage. Kurt Maple fighting back. Reversal over the top rope. El Toro, oh, caught by Kurt Maple, and he survives and rolls under the bottom rope. And the Bulls grab the bull by the horns. And here the Bull Rush, and this time he knocks him out. Well, big winner here. El Toro winning the 8-man Battle Royal. Congratulations, sir. Mess with the bull, get the horns, and never has that been more true than for Kurt Maple here at the end. Man, right there, the hitter with the horns. Absolutely poetic. Congratulations, El Toro, with his first big victory here in the MVWF. So, folks, I'm hearing that in 2K26, and this may be the deciding factor here for me, but like in the sim version of universe mode now, that like there's this expectation that that they're gonna do like camera cuts, like it would be like as a live show, like you're gonna like watch the show. And then I like maybe this live camera here might become irrelevant. And it sounds to me like it has a lot of potential, man, where I can finally just kick back and just call the match. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be super fucking cool if the camera cuts make sense and capture the action in just the right way. Which my fear is that, like, you know, one of the things that you've had to have noticed over the years too, is that like when it comes to like the replays and things, there isn't a lot of wisdom in like the highlights that it oftentimes shows. It's gotten better over the years, and sometimes like say like a game like 2K19 would get it right almost like by mistake. And like in the 2K19 days, again, like the game that I probably used of this particular series used the most for the longest period of time, because I didn't buy 2K20 because of the disaster that it was. It was one of them things, right? Like I was like, oh, you know, if the AI isn't, I mean, it sounds good on paper that this could be a thing that you really need to really kind of like make your sim fetting and stuff like that have so much more of an actual legitimate TV presentation, which of course is what you're trying to do. Like you want to erase like all mention of WWE and try to like mask all of that and make it as authentically your own thing as much as possible. And this could be that final step towards like, man, you might not even need to buy another game after this if the AI is smart enough to really pick good good camera angles and things like that enhance the match and stuff like that, which is what I try to do with the live camera here. But again, you don't always get that sort of thing, you know. Like it's even like, you know, with what I have available to me, whereas I've got the live camera that I can fly around like a drone, and then I've got the camera cuts that either are automatic by what the game, you know, decides to do with the settings that I've got out in the outside options menu, versus what I can choose, but it's like a cycle, right? Like I can cycle through the triangle and the square button to like basically start off with a closer camera cut down like by the ringside area, and then like a shot like with a square button like up the aisle, and then anything beyond that is like something you have to cycle through. And honestly, it kind of sucks. Like it's like, so I really don't try to use that too much or whatever, but I do kind of like bounce. I do go a little further with the triangle side of things, whatever, with the ringside cameras, but then you're still having to cycle all the way back to get back to the main camera and stuff sometimes, which is just not the way that like a TV production would go about doing that sort of thing. But anyway, moving on here, we've got El Hamburguesa versus Uno Monero, a guy that comes highly touted by primetime Sean Sanders of the Bones Enterprises. Uno Monero, not necessarily part of the Bones Enterprises, but he's definitely got a lot of potential here and has been sold to the MVWF as a top-tier candidate. Let's find out what's going to happen here. And here comes El Hamburguesa and his son Danger Boy, the family. The most decorated tag team in MVWF history. 5 tag team title reigns. One of those 5 title reigns had 10 straight title defenses in it. They have dominated tag team wrestling 4 years now. These days, they have been competing in the singles divisions, trying to get singles gold, and strangely enough, both of them have failed, both Danger Boy in the Cruiserweight division, and El Hamburguesa has been in a number of championship title situations, and come up short, including a main event match at Manch 4 Mania several years ago against Brandon Bones, but of course Brandon Bones dosed him with a molly, and he still almost won the belt. Whoop that trick. These dead guys did it long before Trick Williams. The Hooligan Homeboy and Danger Boy.
And his opponent from Mexico City, weighing in at 251 pounds.
Uno Monero, one-on-one with El Hamburguesa here tonight. Perhaps we're going to get some West Coast lucha style here. El Machete. Now, I don't know El Monero to have had a history in EWF, but I gotta wonder if he's not representing EWF here tonight. Or perhaps maybe he is someone that is a free agent that could stood to be, you know, coerced or wooed in some way to taking a side. And El Monero looking to let him know who he is. Handspring, got blocked. Dodge. Look at that right there. Man, he's really, really built, and look how agile he's already displaying here. Right there, with the lucha tumble. Rolled El Hamburguesa right into that thing. And what has he got here? Oh, that's right. This here's a sports ball match. I forgot about that. The sports ball match, the only weapons that are legal are sports equipment. And man! The Black Arrow missed for El Monero. Face first to the turnbuckle. Monero turns him right around. Whoa! And got him with a second drop kick in the corner. Monero starting to turn up the heat here on El Hamburguesa, the hooligan homeboy. Front face lock. Oh! Body scissors. Gonna take him down. Good counter move there by El Hamburguesa. Sends him into the corner now. Uh-oh, here it comes. Long dart, boom! And that is El Hamburguesa's favorite maneuver outside of the super kick. But El Monero seems to have absorbed the blow and hits him with a drop kick in the blind side, and he steps right up because you fucking hit me from behind, you piece of shit. El Hamburguesa not appreciating that. Around and round he goes and drops him into the Star Destroyer. Cinching him up high, suplex! And the long fall. Boom! Full impact from El Monero. Uno Monero. Damn it. And a bit of a jawbreaker, or perhaps a stunner of some sort. Muscling him around. El Hamburguesa, in spite of Monero being so much bigger than him, manages to sandbag him and catches him with the point of the elbow, and now he's going outside the ring, and he's getting tired of getting beat up here, and he's got a basketball completely legal here in the sports ball match. Oh, biffed him! And the C4 explodes in the ring, and we've got a football and a basketball inside the ring. Boom! And doinked him on the head. Spinning knee. And there's the Whopper Chopper. Picks up the basketball. Oh, and just doing some slam dunk. And a flying neckbreaker from the top rope. Get out there and sports entertain. El Hamburguesa, spinning neckbreaker right there, and that is going to have to bother Monero here, considering he went headfirst into the turnbuckle there with that lawn dart just a little while ago. Off the shoulders, Michinoku driver. And El Hamburguesa's got ready for a game of pig. And opts not to use it. Perhaps El Hamburguesa thinks my sports ball match idea for a match is a bad idea. There's the super kick. El Monero stunned. And El Hamburguesa for the first time in this match looks like he's got control. But perhaps not. Oh, and did you see that Enziguri hit him square in the face? And Danger Boy, getting involved. Helping out his dad. Danger Boy getting involved again. And Uno Monero on the ground. And perhaps a meeting here, the former tag team champions, and he's got the football. Boom! Got him! The pass is incomplete, but it is driven directly in to your face. Oh, over the shoulder. Caught him, clothesline over the top rope. Whoa! Monero holds on. Oh, but the turnbuckle got removed. I wonder who's responsible for that shit. El Hamburguesa now up on the top rope, perhaps looking for that move that's going to put this man away. No! Don't know what he went for there, but he hurt his knee. We might have an injury on the field in the sports ball match. C4 from the top rope, also known as the Spanish Fly. Monero's got the football. Boom! And just throws it right into his body. And there's the black arrow, and it's over. And the second ever sports ball match. Impressing no one. But hey, it got Uno Monero a big victory here over a credible opponent in the form of the hooligan homeboy, El Hamburguesa. Yeah, that opening offense there, that was some lucha-ness. Whopper chopper. Well, El Hamburguesa went out there, did his best, but I think he got out-muscled. I don't think he expected Uno Monero to be as such a big guy. And this C4 exploder, Spanish fly, kaboom, boom, right there. That's everything you need to set yourself up for the coup de grace in the form of the black arrow, and the referee calls it. Alrighty, folks. If you've been paying attention to the MVWF in the last year or so, you know that the rivalry between Shadow and Kevin Welch goes back to before the beginnings of the World Big Money Championship. They fought for it several times. Shadow versus Kevin Welch was the very first NWA versus MVWF match on an MVWF turf. And Kevin lost to Shadow, and that loss has followed him around. And he has attacked Shadow. He's injured his knee. Shadow has pile-driven Kevin on his head where he's injured his neck. Both men have put each other on the shelf. And now they're going to fight each other one more time here after post their main feud. But of course, Shadow has been competing at such a high level, and Kevin has packed on so much weight and muscle in recent weeks and months that it's almost like a different match than it was before.
Whenever I should have had a gun in my right hand, I thought of you. Now I find you in exactly the position that suits me. I had lots of time to learn how to shoot with my left. When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
And here comes the NWA's student of the Phenom, Shadow. And these two, you know, are going to tear into each other. two-time former MVWF Big Money Champion. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute! It's Kevin Welch with the sneak attack! Kevin Welch was already hiding under the ring! And he power slams Shadow on the floor! Oh! Again, the neck breaker! And Shadow was going to debut wearing his traditional mask in the MVWF for the first time tonight. And Kevin has ruined this ceremonial moment and reignited this feud. But Shadow now looking to rally, misses the drop kick. He might be too hurt. He might be too hurt from the initial attack. Oh, the boot to the head. Uh-oh, Kevin showing off all that muscle. Oh, it just drops Shadow on the floor again, rattling his body. And now throws him inside the ring where Kevin is going to do the last bit of damage here so everyone can see it. Oh, the match is starting. I would have thought for sure that the referee would have called this off, but Kevin now smelling blood in the water. Oh! Twisting swanton bomb off the top rope. Never seen Kevin do that before. And he tears the hood off of him. Shadow now. Again, still so damaged from the initial attack. Caught the foot. Kicks him off. Oh, and Shadow gets decked. Kevin now gonna press slam the man. And you can just see the pain shooting through the body of Shadow, being dropped from that height. Oh, Kevin overshot the sunset flip, and now he's going for the buzz killer. The cross-face chicken wing, a la Bob Backlund. Up in the air, uppercut, and that's how Shadow can turn this around. The knockout shot, shoulders down. 2 count only. Kevin showing some toughness and some stiffness to that chin. Pile driver, tombstone, the Phenom. Ah! Oh, but Kevin may have been a little too soon. Need to wear him down a little bit more before you hit him with something huge like a tombstone to put him away for good. Kevin now, you can see him here in the situation where he's put on all that muscle and changed his style, and now he's trying to match the power of Shadow. Oh man, glancing blow was enough to knock Kevin down and stagger Shadow, who did not land right. Sidestep the neck breaker. Kevin showing some wherewithal. A clothesline clocks him. Caught him. Shadow perhaps getting a little too cute right there with the springboard. Right here, chicken wing into the Michinoku driver. Holds him in the jackknife. 2! Kick out at 2! Shadow, now having been a 2-time Big Money World Champion, looking perhaps now to graduate to the World Championship division. Kevin is definitely somebody that he would be facing at this point. Boom! Caught him all the way up in the air. The knockout shot. Will the chin be able to absorb this? Yes! And the tombstone once again. Kick out at 2. How tough is Enormous Genitals Kevin Welch? Off the ropes. Backflip kick. And now Shadow to the outside. Was perhaps thinking about a weapon? No. Shadow, an honorable wrestler, if I ever saw one. Tough, hard-hitting, sure. But an honorable man. Off the ropes goes Shadow. Oh, the senton. No water in the pool. Kevin now. Sunset flip, shoulders down, kick out at 2. Shadow now got him up in the air, clothesline. Shadow now, oh man, Kevin sure is way across the ring. Boom! Oh, fucked up that camera shot. Still caught a piece of it though, and he came face first from the top rope to the mat. Full impact! Same with that sidewalk slam, and now he rolls outside the ring looking for respite, and he will find none from Enormous Genitals Kevin Welch. German folds him on the floor. And just stomped on the arm. Man, I don't know how ethical that was. Maybe Shadow getting a little irritated with Kevin here and how he hasn't managed to put him away yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And a shoulder block from the top to the outside. Plows right through Kevin like the plow guy who just did my driveway. Uh-oh, Shadow got him for the choke slam on the floor. Face first to the railing. And Kevin back inside the ring. Shadow now to his feet. Referee Bo Stromboli calling in Shadow back into the ring. And Kevin now trying to rally it like he's not on the juice. Shadow, big time boot. And Kevin feeling funky like a monkey. Uh-oh, power bomb on the floor! Oh, man, on the back of his head and neck. Down he goes. Kevin drops the elbow but misses. Shadow, so cagey, so agile. He could lose 10, 15 pounds and compete in this cruiserweight division if he wanted to. But he keeps that extra 10, 15 pounds on there. so he can compete and be as strong as the rest of the heavyweights. And now Kevin caught him in midair! Caught him in midair! Slammed him on the floor! That's what I'm talking about! Kevin now, Shadow up on the top rope. Kevin, what's he got in store for him? Perhaps a top rope power bomb! And the shoulder comes up! And a Shadow now trying to rally here, getting his second wind. Yes, fire it up! Kevin now staggering to his feet. Time for another tombstone pile driver! Oh, rope break! And Kevin with a lucky break, because that wasn't generalship right there. The guy, he was just landed there. And a choke slam! And the foot's under the rope again. Tombstone for a fourth time! Rope break again! Kevin, once to the well too often. Press slam! Dropped him this time with the Gorilla Slam. Kevin now with perhaps a second chance at life here. He's taken 4 tombstones. And a pair of choke slams. He's hurting for certain. He hit Shadow with the fallback powerbomb off the top rope. Leg drop! From the top to the floor, Shadow is crazy and determined to defeat his hated rival. Shadow now up to the second rope. Come on, you motherfucker, let's go. Uppercut caught him, full impact. The chin of Kevin Welch is being tested here tonight. Powerbomb into the turnbuckle! And the frustration of Kevin Welch palpable here as he felt like he had Shadow beat right there with the turnbuckle bomb. These two men, look at that! Would not have been possible if not for that increase in power, size, and strength. Kevin top rope. This time doesn't get caught the way he did outside the ring earlier. And now he's calling perhaps for his own springboard uppercut. Boom, he caught him! And Shadow retreating to the corner. He's hurt. What is Shadow could... Uh-oh. No. He's going to give Kevin a taste of his own medicine. The top rope powerbomb. Oh, my God. Full impact. And Kevin kicks out. He's not going to let Shadow beat him with his own move. Kevin now looks like he's got him. Oh. Shadow, with a desperate look in his eyes, realizes he's got to put Kevin away here. Chaos Theory. Referee was distracted there for a second. He got him! And I'd say that Shadow has had the edge in this feud for certain. Man, what a match these two just had. The tombstones, man, like Shadow had to go. I don't think he's ever had to do that as much as he had to do here to defeat Kevin. Man, I thought it was over after that powerbomb into the turnbuckle. I thought Kevin had him. But Kevin did not lay down for that powerbomb off the top rope. Can you believe the nerve of Shadow, the hated rival of Kevin Welch, using Kevin Welch's own move, the top rope powerbomb? And Kevin trying to paint him into a corner here. And a desperate Shadow, Chaos Theory, turns him over. Referee almost turned his head at the wrong time and held the bridge just long enough for the three.
Here is your winner, the Savage, the Savior, the Scorpion Shane.
And a battered and bruised Shadow once again goes into war and comes out the student of the Phenom. And even after Kevin Welch jacked him in the blind side, he still managed to get the victory. Folks, this is one I am definitely looking forward to right here. The quest of the Cruiserweight Champion, Dragon Hart Jr., who has earned his chance to graduate, to compete in the heavyweight division as a cruiserweight. And he's going one-on-one now with the man who holds the unique opportunity briefcase in the form of Unbreakable Ryan Doyle. Folks, Dragon Hart Jr., this may be, on paper, the toughest opponent Dragon Hart Jr. has ever faced. Dragon Hart Jr., you are in deep, deep trouble, son. Ryan Doyle, one way or the other, is going to indeed make you pay a toll to be successful in this match. I'm not saying it's impossible. I believe in you, Dragon Hart Jr. You are a four-time Cruiserweight champion. You defeated the entire division. And you defeated Kurt Maple just a week ago. And now you go one-on-one with one of the greatest of all time. I wish you the best of luck.
eat out. Slap them up and shake them up and then you know. Let them off the floor, then man them with the dough. You can do it front for you, this go. Yeah, I did go. Find me a place to get a seat, eat out. Slap them up and shake them up and then you know. Let them off the floor, then man them with the dough. You can do it front for you, this go. Yeah, I did go. What's the way? I'm the dirty bang, how to get it percolate. We working you while we have to get the work today. But I'ma slap you with my blood, dog, circulate.
Dragon Hart Jr. taking that big step up to compete in the heavyweight division here as cruiserweight champion. He won't be defending the belt, so the belt's going to be on ice for a little while. While he goes out there and competes as a heavyweight.
Mother babies with their motors on the areola. Control the smoke down the llama, holding rollers and I had told her. Pump this rolling in your pocket or you lose the roller. Then you might catch me on the scenic route with my police out. Get on top for the executives with the meanest mouth. Wanna know what this the meanest mouth is? They try to clean us out. Greatest cloud, shut them down. Like never seen the crowd.
One of the greatest cruiserweights of all time, now being given a huge opportunity because of his merit and effort. Unbreakable Ryan Doyle, former three-time World Heavyweight Champion. He's seen it all in this business. And he holds the unique opportunity briefcase for a championship title match anytime he wants. It is not at stake in this match. But Doyle is holding on to it while still competing in the heavyweight division. Perhaps maybe for just a regular assigned championship match sometime in the near future. And Doyle with the flying knee strike. And of course, he defeated Brandon Bones with that knee strike to win the World Heavyweight Championship at MVWF Pizzazz, the show that, like, if I'm ever recommending to anybody to go watch that match at Pizzazz. Bones versus Doyle. Dragonheart Jr. fires Doyle into the corner. Spinning float over DDT, and Doyle bails outside the ring, but there's no hiding out there from Dragonheart. Dragon Kunrana from the top rope to the floor. Uh-oh, this time Doyle, drops him face first on the steps. Doyle now, he's going to take a big risk, and a leg drop from the top rope to the floor. And the crowd behind Dragonheart Jr. telling him he deserves to compete in the heavyweight division. And a rake of the back. Doyle does not agree. Oh, Doyle way off the mark right there. The referee continues to make the count. Assuming the game didn't fuck everything up, it should be a 20 count outside the ring. Big punch. Chops. Doyle strikes. Northern Lights suplex. Followed up. Followed up. Fisherman Buster on the floor. Oh, and violently throws him into the railing. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. The Code Red sends him head first into the railing. And Doyle maybe thinking about getting a count out here. And both men. Oh, and Dragonheart Jr. just beat him back inside the ring just in time. Well, maybe not the most decisive victory here, but a victory nonetheless in the win column here for Dragonheart Jr., who outsmarted Doyle. The man with the unique opportunity briefcase. And Doyle is furious. So a bit of controversy here, but Dragonheart Jr., you cannot fault him. He took advantage of the situation that Doyle was setting him up for. And the second victory for Dragonheart Jr. Doyle, you can protest all you want. All right, well, here's what you do. Put the unique opportunity briefcase on the line against Dragonheart Jr., Doyle. Do it. You feel like you got ripped off right there? Put the briefcase on the line. Alrighty, folks, man, this one is one I am looking forward to. The new MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion, Too Cool Koito, is now going to go one-on-one in a #1 contendership match if Ricky the Dragon Steamhawk can defeat Too Cool Koito in this non-title match. The former world champion who lost his belt at Matchmania 777 as a result of the guys that are standing behind him now that he's been absorbed into the MVWO, he will get a title shot. His first championship match since Matchmania 777 so many months ago. And you can't blame him. You cannot blame him. At the time, Hollywood Honk Hogan became Macho Honk, Honky Savage, now Ricky the Dragon Steam Honk. And he's promised the MVWO that he's changed his ways. He pile drove Whiteside and punished him with a pile driver on the floor, injuring his neck, putting him on the shelf for months. Shortly after Matchmania 777, and then continuing on the feud with the MVWO. He cheated Westside Ito out of his one-on-one match with his feet on the ropes. And him and Doyle, his brother, had some of those violent matches here in the last couple of years. But now, the MVWF World Champion, realizing full well that this man right here, the Macho Honk, is the kind of guy that he should probably be paying attention to right now as a former World's Heavyweight Champion, obviously going to be, now that he's the new champion, slotted in at the top there. I mean, generally speaking, when people lose belts like Dennis just lost the belt, well, they tend not to get immediate title rematches because of just repetition and all. Well, now it has been plenty of time, and now the Macho Honk, having recently just won a 1-on-3 match against the MVWO, now finds him in this eliminator match against the MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion, who, having just won the belt, you got to know that if he can eliminate the Macho Honk, or excuse me, Ricky the Dragon Steam Honk, and knock him away after having all that momentum, of winning that 3-on-1 match. I mean, folks, that shit just does not happen. And now the champion going to go out there and with nothing really to lose here and everything to gain, all the pressure is on Steam Honk. And look at him all the way up high. And what an ovation for the new MVWF World Heavyweight Champion. His first World's Championship in 20 years. It's a celebration, bitches. High on top of the world for the first time in his career. And there you can see the Miami Mama looking as only she can look in her string All-American bikini. Of course, Space Hooker and the other chick, well, they're back at the hotel, all worn out.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the Virgin Islands, weighing in at 293 pounds, the World's Heavyweight Champion, Magic Johnson.
Oh, Johnny Sweet Tooth himself, the proletariat playboy, the alpha, finally on top of the MVWF after all these years. What an entrance here. And what an ovation for Johnny. Too Cool Koito, you finally made it, buddy.
And his opponent, representing the Knights of the Round Table from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 201 pounds, Ricky the Dragon
Steam Honk! Followed by the MVWO, who have begrudgingly accepted him into the fold. After his devastating injury to Whiteside, he's promised to change his ways. And by doing so, he's changed his gimmick from the Macho Honk to the much more pure and babyface Ricky the Dragon Steam Honk. He's breathing fire tonight, folks, here for the fans. Kaboom! And of course, a title shot is on the line here for Steam Honk. Oh, Steam Honk rushes across the ring with a clothesline and a leg sweep by Too Cool Koito. Whoa! What a Hindenburg move there by Too Cool Koito. And listen to the crowd response to the new champion. And another Hindenburg. Pancakes him down. Steam Honk has a plan. He always has a plan. And he's going to try and tear at the many chins of Too Cool Koito. Off the ropes, drops down, the champion, gut shot! And a reverse suplex! And West Side Ito's already trying to throw some assistance in there with the karate stick. And the referee, Bo Stromboli, throws it outside the ring. And now the champion to the top rope. And he knocks the bottom out on him. And Ito now up on the apron trying to be distracting. Champion now top rope. Big man splash. All that weight coming down hard. Well, that was janky as fuck. Oh, Steam Hawk. Oh, thrown into the ropes. Love it, baby. Sexy, sexy man time. And now, Koito, big time intermittent kick, gets sidelined. Here the day before the Stupid Bowl. Arm wrencher sends him face first to the mat. Koito. Elbows to the ample midsection. The MVWF watching on here. And big man elbow drop right to the heart of Steam Honk. But an up kick catches him in the ear. Can Steam Honk deliver a loss to the champion right after winning the belt? I mean, Dennis said that after he just won the belt, going to a draw in his first title defense, which still counts as a successful title defense, but not in his view, and the double flying chicken wing. Oh, look at this, into the octopus here. Good move here, a modified abdominal stretch right there. Sometimes called the octopus. Koito didn't stay in it very long. See, now, when he does the entrance, he wears the Ricky Steamboat headband, and then he switches to the Macho headband, which makes me think he hasn't really changed his ways. And now the flying double chicken wing, the submission hold he used to defeat Flair in New Orleans. I mean, you know who I mean. Off the ropes. Combination by Steam Honk. Uppercut to the back of the head. Catches the foot. Steam Honk taken off his feet. And now Koito Hindenburg got him with the splash. And the crowd erupts. Alabama Slam! And the shoulder came up at 2. Steam Hawk fighting for a championship title shot, and for the second time he dodged the anniversary kick, and they collide when they're both thinking about going for crossbodies. Caught him by the ears, shuts him down. Koido now, reversal, corner, turnbuckle gone. Thanks to the MVWO. And DDT onto the bald head of the champion. The man in the assless chaps. Too Cool Koido. Never won a singles championship in his entire career here in the MVWF. And now he is the MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion. And Steam Hawk telling him to bring it on. The champion starting to stir, gets to his feet. Gonna rub up against Miami Mommy. And Steam Hawk. No water in the pool there. Koido way out of there. Let's keep that in the camera shot. Uh-oh, Steam Hawk. Steam Hawk. Oh, my God! The splash off the top rope to the floor. And the crowd just booing him. Caught him in midair, and that's the size advantage by Too Cool Koido coming to the forefront. Oh, no! A little too ambitious there, and a big-time fuck-up on the part of the champion here. I hope the nerves aren't getting to him. Those wings did not help him fly there. And hit him with the shot there. Referee out of position. 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on, referee. Referee having to pay attention, get that turnbuckle pad back up on there. And it may have just cost the champion. No, no, not like this. And the champion gets the right shoulder up. Double chicken wing. Will the champion give it up? Submission hold. Will we give him a title shot? No. Man, it's so difficult when he's relying on that flying double chicken wing. And we've got a new #1 contender. Man, look at that splash right there. Full impact. Can't believe it didn't get it done. And man, the champion had Steam Hawk beat while the referee was futzing with the turnbuckle pad. And it may have cost the world champion. And now he's going to have to defend the world championship against Ricky the Dragon Steam Hawk. Controversial though it may be, the referee's decision is final, and what a daring move right there. And a persistent Steam Hawk got it done.
Here is your winner, Ricky the Dragon.
And look at him, he's still gesturing like the Macho Hawk. Alrighty, folks. The next match. These two men faced each other just earlier today on an episode of EWF. I sat in, color commentator, called the match. What a barn burner it was. But Jeremy Love, in the face of everything, was victorious. But if you're asking me, this one's beginning to feel like maybe a best of 7. Jeremy won the rubber match. He is up 2-1. But also keep in mind, the Beast defeated Braun Char last week, right in Jeremy's face. But as far as these two individuals anyway, it is still 2-1. The Beast is not without his argument, and man, he has been a stellar performer since he debuted here in the MVWF, where he is currently undefeated in the MVWF. And they will face each other 2 out of 3 falls inside the cell block. And you notice the EWF has its own Titantron now. It might be the best Titantron I've ever done. I like Jeremy's a lot too. You'll see Jeremy's in a second here with all the turntables and shit because he's a DJ. But the Beast, multiple time EWF title holder in multiple divisions, and his rivalry with Last Call Jeremy Love, the stakes constantly being raised higher and higher here at MVWF Supremacy inside the cell block. 2 out of 3 falls. At our next event, we're going to be paying a little visit to the EWF Arena. We're going to be using an arena that Beast built. And sparing no expense on the pyro. The man who hit Dennis to take a hit, man Hart, 137 consecutive times with a barbed wire baseball bat, an absolute crime committed here on MVWF television. The 3-time world champion, the submissions division champion, the man who unified the world championship with the submissions division championship. The 75-minute time limit ambulance match, the most violent match in MVWF history. And that is exclusive of the match with 137 baseball bat shots. I'm telling you, that ambulance match is even more violent than that. And of course, he's been hanging out in the Rogan verse with Duncan Trussell. Will most likely be a guest on the Joe Rogan Experience sometime in the near future if everything works out. The Buddhist substrata centering his chi here, while the leaves of life fall from the sky to the ground. And you can see his aura. He's got main character syndrome, folks. He has been the arch villain of the MVWF for the last... I mean, if there was like a most hated wrestler of the year, it would have been Jeremy Love in the era of 2024 and 2025. Parts of 2023. As they lower the ominous cell cage down, and these two men gonna be locked inside. And the cyclone kick to start, and now he's going for the win off the one kick, and almost got the win right there. The Beast going for it, float over DDT. For the victory! 1, 2! Oh my God! To Beast again! He's entirely focused to take Jeremy out! Boom! He hit him again! 1, 2! Jeremy kicked out again! And now into the love lock number 1. Oh, but can't hold it. Beast had the way out. Going to the top rope. This ominous cage. Such an obstruction of view here. Jeremy swats him off. Goes for the cover. Oh, misses the spin, the roundhouse kick right there. Jeremy. Dumped at ringside. The Beast now. With ill intentions here. Locked inside the giant cell block cage as this feud continues between these two most hated rivals here in the last weeks and months here in the MVWF. 2 out of 3 falls, 60-minute time limit. They've got all the time in the world to beat on each other, but it's 2 out of 3 falls. And Jeremy's now going for a weapon. He's got a table. Look at Beast focused on one thing, and that's just getting the win. Give it up for Beast right there. Very strong. Ah, Michinoku driver right onto the head. And Beast now setting up the table. Jeremy dodges. Love lock. Number 2. Top rope. Caught him with that DDT. The float over DDT that he used to such effectiveness to win the initial rematch. Beast had a strategy. He trained. He mapped out everything that he wanted to do in that match, and he performed it to perfection. And it won him the victory. There it is, another float over DDT. And the shoulder comes up again. Jeremy was digging into a pocket right there. Perhaps, I don't know if he managed to reach whatever it was he was going for. I don't know if it's still in his pocket or it's in his hand or not. And now they are at ringside yet again. Both men putting everything behind each shot, trying to maximize impact. You can see that chain. They are locked inside that cage. There should be no way out of this. Sends him back inside the ring. Jeremy now has a steel chair. And you know he has evil intentions. He wants to hurt the Beast. He doesn't want this best of 7 series to happen. Jeremy now gonna punish it through the table. Boom! Oh, Beast feels the full impact of the shattered table. And a kick out of 2. Jeremy sees the crowd responding in disbelief that they would cheer for this outsider, this EWF original, competing in the MVWF. And Jeremy now slams him top rope. Oh, misses the double stomp. That's what got Beast earlier today. Oh, we caught him up on the top rope. Oh, but bops him. No, you don't. And Jeremy feeling the impact of that. Beast did not get all of what he wanted there, but he did get something. And all the same, Jeremy to his feet first. El Toro in the chat, cheering on Beast. Brawling outside the ring, both men looking to try and get some control here. Oh, into the cage goes Beast. Battling his way, not trying to get stuck in the corner. Uppercut. Face first to the cage. Oh, head first to the cage. And a clothesline from behind. Oh, Jeremy maybe busted open the jawbreaker. Caught the super kick. And another jawbreaker. Jeremy's stunned momentarily. Uppercut staggers him back. Jawbreaker right back at you. A little payback there for Jeremy. Uh-oh. Oh! Powerbomb into the cage wall! Jeremy bleeding from his forehead. And now he's taking a guided tour around the ring. The Beast is still down on the mat. Beast dives back inside the ring. Got him, rolled him up. Victory roll. Got him for the first fall. Oh, and Beast just unleashing the fury. And the mist! A la Brandon Bones! Boom! Kick to the head! For the win! Yes! And Beast firing back now. It's 2-2. Beast evening it up. And strangely enough, the irony of the whole situation here is that Jeremy has gone into enemy territory off his own turf onto Beast's home turf and beaten him twice, and Beast has come to Jeremy's turf twice and beaten him twice. Look at that right there. Unbelievable move right there. Caught Jeremy all tied up. And the mist. Wow. I cannot believe what I just saw. Bruises on his neck and on his face. Jeremy beat the shit out of this kid today. And what a comeback for him. And now it is time for our main event. Brandon Bones, William Styles, Jesse Jackhammer, and primetime Sean Sanders against Cobra Kai, Dennis to take a hit, man Hart, the MVWF World Money Champion, Mark Selesky, Johnny Lawrence, and Antonio Brown, and of course, primetime Sean Sanders and W Styles. Well, they're the World Tag Team Champions. So there's a lot of championship gold just here in this match. W Styles, one half of the World Tag Team Champions. One of the quickest debuts to championship victories we've ever seen here. In his third match in the MVWF, he became a champion. War Games, Cobra Kai, Bones Enterprises, two of the chief factions here in the MVWF, going to war inside the double ring cage. And look who's starting for Cobra Kai. And Dennis smashing his beer on the cannabinoid infusing mask. And he's already coming to the ring armed. Man, I am interested in this matchup right here of W Styles versus Dennis the Take a Hitman Hart, the former two-time World Heavyweight Champion, having recently just lost the belt to Too Cool Koito after a two-match series where they went to a time limit draw in the first one and nearly came to a second one. Dennis now finding out about W Styles. The big man, strong. And caught him. Dennis went a little sandbagging on him here. Stunner! And into the sharpshooter! You can't win the match right now, but you can torture your opponent. Taking you inside the cage here, right up close. Dodge the clothesline, William Styles, W Styles, the 1.5 of the World Tag Team Champions. Stunner! Meanwhile, all their teammates are locked inside the cage. Antonio Brown, Johnny Lawrence, Sensei Mark Zaleski. Over here, we see primetime Shawn Sanders, Jesse Jackhammer, Brandon Bones wearing a Mr. Amazing Sucks t-shirt. Who is going to win and give the brief 4-minute 2-on-1 advantage? And here comes Brandon Bones. And Dennis beckons him on. Dennis will fight both of them. Oh, and blows the mist in Dennis's face and kicks him square in the head. And look at him putting his arm around W Styles. Suplex! And now Dennis gonna have to put up with this 2-on-1 advantage for the next few minutes here until someone from his team will be released next to even the odds. Good night, Irene. Bo's gonna try and take Dennis out, or at least take him out of the match here. And look at him double teaming him. Styles throwing those shots in while locked in the good night, Irene. Oh, the Mr. Dennis blocked it! Oh, the deli cutter busts his face open. And of course, people know that if you damage the cannabinoid infusing mask, you can defeat Dennis Hart. Who's gonna be next? Here comes Sensei. Coming out. Marching with determination to enter the War Games. And he's got to rescue his guy. And Dennis just taking a beating, and W Styles waiting for the Sensei. Oh, what a kick! And one for Bones. And Sensei, a house of fire! Dennis now gonna torture Styles for the second time in the sharpshooter. But of course the match beyond has not begun yet. And Sensei now in the Cobra Kai clutch for Brandon Bones. And Dennis now going for a ride. Who will be coming out next for the Bones Enterprises? And it's Jesse Jackhammer, the Canadian Nightmare. And Bones just plowed through Sensei. And he's got a light tube. And Jesse taking his time, grabbing weapons, grabbing a table. W Styles taking the punishment to Dennis to take a hit. Van Hart here at MVWF Supremacy, but here comes Jesse Jackhammer to inflict more punishment now they have the 3-on-2 advantage. End zone for W Styles. And the damage definitely starting to take its toll on W Styles. Bones now climbing the cage. Oh, what's he gonna do? Bones! Oh, and he missed it! And here comes Shawnee Lawrence coming to the rescue of his Cobra Kai brethren. Oh, the light tube to the face of the sensei. And here comes a karate kick from Sensei Lawrence. And the Maple Leaf makes Dennis tap out, and it pisses him off. He's like, no, I don't give up. I do not surrender to Canadians who think that bacon is ham cut into circles. What a karate kick for Brandon Bones right to the face. And now Johnny Lawrence perhaps looking to stalk Jesse Jackhammer. Dennis gets fed the table here. Perhaps he's going to set it up. And now primetime Sean Sanders enters the war zone. And we are one competitor away from the match beyond beginning. Brandon Bones in his Mr. Amazing Sucks t-shirt. Oh man, primetime throwing bombs out there. Man, car crash over on the right side of the ring. This thing filling up here. The only one left is is Antonio Brown from the Pittsburgh Steelers. That ne'er-do-well. Wow, Styles just muscling Dennis around. Cobra Kai members are down everywhere as the 4-on-3 advantage. At least for the next few moments, Bones taking a break. And Brandon Bones waiting for Antonio Brown. He enters the war zone and the match beyond can finally begin. And Antonio Brown just ignores Brandon Bones. Oh, Dennis. His gas tank is empty right now. He's been out there since the beginning. And William Styles still chugging on. Johnny Lawrence up in the air. Uh-oh, look out, Bones. And Dennis Hart alone in the left side of the ring. And Bones gets exploded. The miss to Dennis's eyes again. Punts him in the head. Bones with a graceful move off the top rope, but interrupted by Antonio Brown. And a save by Johnny Lawrence. Jesse Jackhammer thrown into this side of the ring now. Lawrence with Brandon Bones. Oh, and Sensei almost got the win. The Big Money World Champion almost pinned one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Dennis in trouble. Good night, Irene. Brandon Bones defeated. Oh, and Dennis taps out. And Brandon Bones reserving his energy, staying over there in the left side of the ring, while the rest of the crew did all the damage. Eventually fed him the guy that had been out there the longest in the form of Dennis to take a hit, Man Hart. Smart, since Bones had jumped off the top of the cage and missed and hurt himself probably. Watch this move right here. Look at this on Dennis. Oh, still cut away like a fucking idiot. We didn't need to see that. Bones hit the double stomp. Now Johnny Lawrence came over to make the save. And for a second, Dennis was just vulnerable there, not moving after the moon stomp. But Bones on the shoulder shut him down. Good night, Irene. Good night, Dennis. And Bones Enterprises victorious! Can anything stop the Bones Enterprises? Top of the world, kings of the mountain. Wow, what an event it has been here. Just to review here, the Bones Enterprises defeating Cobra Kai here in the main event in the War Games. The Beast evens the score with Last Call Jeremy Love. Ricky the Dragon Steam Hawk, under controversial circumstances, a bad call by the referee. His back was turned when Koito absolutely had Steam Hawk beat. But the distraction by the MVWF removing the turnbuckle pad, facilitating him to survive that and make the comeback and put Koito away. Dragon Hart Jr. with a sneaky move here, diving back inside the ring just before the 20 count, right before Ryan Doyle was about to tear his head off. But he got the victory and his second win in the heavyweight division. Shadow, man, might have been match of the night here tonight. Shadow, what a match he had with his old rival Kevin Welch. Even though Kevin jacked him from behind, Jacked him at the beginning of the match from the blind side, and man, just totally jacked him. Shadow make the comeback, and good on him. Uno Monero, again, a good match here. The sports ball match defeated him. And El Toro winning the Battle Royal. Well, it's been a interesting day for wrestling action tonight. Let's see here. Brandon Bones has suffered an injury inside there. Ambushed. You have been ambushed. Oh, Shadow, during your entrance. Ramping up the aggression. Yeah, these two, I mean, they've been rivals for a long time. Hamburguesa is injured in the sports ball match. Wow, folks, what an event it has been here. MVWF Supremacy, thank you for joining us. I'm Damian Andrews. We will see you maybe next week.